All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live, and the Toronto Raptors are going into a do or die situation on Friday night in the first round, game 6 against the Cleveland Cavaliers. But I do want to mention this. Um, I'm not sure if any of you guys are seeing this right now, but the Atlanta Hawks are almost down by 50 points in the second quarter against the New York Knicks. I kid you not. They are down 69 to 22. 69 to 22 with 5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. I just want to point that out because that is ridiculous. I mean, being down almost 50 points in the second quarter with 5 minutes remaining. I I mean that I mean
This is completely BS. This is shame. Shame for the referees, shame for the league to allow this. It's happening over here during whole season. I've been calling it back. It's a complete crap.
I just had to mention that because yes, I am here talking about the Raptors and Cleveland. But my God, to be down almost 50 points in the second quarter in an elimination game at home. I mean, that is insanity. That is crazy. That is absolutely insanity. But anyway, moving on. Clearly, that game is over. Adam is in the building. Hey, Mike, Raptors in 7. Adam, I hear you. Okay, Ash YI4TW. Hey, Mike, everyone, what's going on? She says what's going on here. Johnny LYP. Ash, hey. Dancing baby bins. Plenty of space to score 150 a game. I mean, damn, super chat already? Okay, you know what? Because of that, I'm going to have to drop one for you. Actually embarrassing watching Atlanta and New York play right now. This is bad. Now they're actually down 50. They're down 72 to 22. I've never seen anything like this before. To be down 50 at home in an elimination game in the second quarter. I have never seen anything like this. I mean, this is not a good way to go out. If the Raptors are watching right now, please, you can't go out like this. You can't go out like this. You got to go down swinging. We're trying to get the W. We're trying to push this to a game 7, okay, and then win in game 7. But you can't go out being down by 50. I mean, if that was, I would just, if I was an Atlanta Hawks fan and lived in Atlanta, I'll just turn off the damn TV and walk out the stadium. I mean, down 50. This is wild. Wild stuff. But anyway, listen, the Raptors are do or die going into tomorrow night. And this is a show where I don't have any notes. I don't have anything specific, any topics that, specific topics that I'm going to be touching on. I'm just going to be talking Raptors, reading your comments here. I'm not going to keep you too long as well. We'll try to make this short and sweet. But overall, I mean, the Raptors have played a pretty good series, especially these last 3 games. The first 2 didn't look too good, but these last 3 games, even though they gave up game 5, they looked pretty good. They fought hard. Obviously collapsed in the 4th. They kind of just ran out of gas, if you ask me. Scotty is hobbled. Don't know what the update is on him. I'm sure he's going to play, but he's going to be banged up. What is going to be happening with Brandon Ingram? He is questionable tomorrow going into game 6. Don't know what the circumstance is going to be there. I'm assuming he's probably going to give it a go, but obviously he's not going to be at full strength, and so he's not going to be playing the usual minutes that he gets. And so with that being said, I mean, honestly, you're looking at Scotty, RJ, Shed, Jacoby, CMB, Pirtle, Mamu, Battle. I mean, I don't know who else you're going to be able to go to at this point. Those are the guys who are going to have to make something happen for you. And at this point, can they? Maybe they can work some magic here. But the Raptors, they're running thin here. And as much as Brandon Ingram didn't play well in this series, you're still a better team with him. Because if you remember, game 4, when the Raptors won that atrocious game, BI was the one, even though he gave you 23 points, just 6 of 23 from the field, I believe. I don't have the numbers in front of me. But he was the one who hit that big 3 to cut the lead to 2. And so, yes, maybe you don't have Quickly. Now maybe you don't have Ingram. You're getting thin. Those are your starters. Those aren't your guys that play small minutes. Those are big minutes players. And so, what the big fight going on here I'm seeing, hold on, Chris, bro, I'm on a live. I'm talking to you right now. Why are you not in the chat? I'm seeing the score. I'm talking on the live right now about it. I mean, are you kidding me? Get in here. Okay, thank you. You see? People are calling me to tell me how bad this score is. That's how bad it is. I mean, are you kidding me? This is slightly off topic, but my college showed me a blooper reel of Angel Reese's preseason game for Atlanta. They down bad right now. Damn. I mean, that was out of nowhere, Johnny, but damn, I hear you. You might have to send that one to me. SP says, OT, did you see the Hawks are down 50 with 4 minutes left in the second quarter? I did. This is crazy. What was the fight? Is anybody watching? What is going on with this fight that Daniels ejected? What the hell is going on? Chris, you're here. I mean, this is absolutely insanity. But let me get back to the Raptors here, because I got to see the commentary for this at half. I'm going to miss it, but I'm going to go back and watch it because this is absolutely crazy. Listen, the Raptors, like I mentioned, do or die situation. And so I mentioned to you guys already the guys that we're going to have to rely on. And you're going to be going up, obviously, against Mitchell, and you're going to be going up against Harden. They don't want to push this thing to a game 7. Robinson ejected too. Damn. You don't want to have to push this thing into a game 7 if you're the Cleveland Cavaliers. So they're going to be coming out swinging with everything they have. The Raptors, they're going to have to give everything. I'm wondering if you're going to have to go to somebody else from the bench in this game as well. That's what I'm wondering. Because RJ gives you 25 in game 5. Scotty gives you 17, gave you 14 pretty much before he was hobbled. Jakob Poeltl was decent. Jacoby Walter gave you 17 in the first half. Sandro Mamukelashvili gave you 10. Jamison Battle 7. Colin Murray Boyles 8. Jamal Shed 18. And so from a defensive standpoint, I'm not really worried about the Raptors that much, to be completely honest with you. I think they're going to show up and show out defensively. They've been playing the Cavs pretty well from a defensive standpoint. What I'm wondering is where is the offense going to come from? If Scotty is too hobbled to be able to attack the rim relentlessly, is there anyone who can make up for that lack of scoring if Scotty is hobbled. Yes, you got RJ Barrett, but that's why it's so important to have the three of these guys, Barrett, Ingram, and Barnes, because if one of them happens to be not playing well from an offensive standpoint, that's what the other one is there for. You need at least two out of the three. But now one is gone, possibly. One is hobbled. And so RJ is kind of like the last man standing that's relatively healthy, I guess. Jamal Shed is going to be key. And let me tell you this. I got to say this. I was proud of the way the Raptors played in game 5. And they showed some fight. It wasn't, they didn't just get run over by the Cavs and blown out of the building like what you're seeing with the Knicks and the Hawks right now. I mean, seriously, I got to mention it again. I mean, how the hell are you down by 50 in the second quarter at home? Wild. Jamal Shed has been very, very good in this series. He deserves a lot of love, a lot of credit. I mean, to see what he has been doing defensively and to see some of the threes that he's knocked down. And we know Jamal Shed is not a great three-point shooter, but to see him not afraid of the moment, to see him even take those shots, forget about even making them, to see him have the balls, the temerity to take them and make some of these threes with the defense that he's been playing as well, he deserves a lot of credit. And with the status being unknown for Brandon Ingram and a hobbled Scotty, we may look to get offense from Colin Murray-Boyles and Jacoby Walter. Now, is that what you want? Probably not. Even though Colin Murray-Boyles, he puts points up on the board, but he doesn't have to go hunting for it. He kind of just takes what the defense gives him, and I'm completely fine with that. He is a pass first type player for his position and with what he's doing on the court right now, at least. And Jacoby Walter, if he has a repeat performance of the way that he played in the first half in game 5, that's probably what you're going to need from him. You really are. Because I'm just wondering where the offense is going to come from if, like I mentioned, you don't have Scotty at 100%. You already have no Quickly. You're about to have no Ingram. You're going to have to look heavily towards your guys from the bench. Jamal Shed, Murray-Boyles, Battle, Sandro Mamukelashvili. Pirtle, you got a spoon feed, even though he played pretty decent in game 5, gave you 14 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, pretty much the best he's played all series. But overall, I mean, you're looking for the Raptors to just show up. And if you can do one thing, which is keep it close, that may be your best way forward. Keep it close, drag him down into the mud with you, and then see what happens from there. Johnny says the bar is set low, Chris. As long as we don't lose by 50. I mean, damn, that is just rough. Nana is in the building. There's a fight. At least they're going down swinging. You know what? Nana, you get a bar. Damn it. You said you got to go down swinging. You got to go down swinging. Johnny says, man, why did we trade second round pick for Trace Jackson Davis and he never freaking play? He's played on Golden State Warriors. He's not a bad player. He hustles. He is a hustle guy, big body, a rebounder, if you can get him in there. A good offensive rebounder, I believe, actually. But it's like I barely remember what he can do at this point because we don't ever see him. We don't ever see him. So, yeah, don't think we'll be seeing him again this season. Darko should ask Jacoby to play the way he did Baylor. That scoring ability is right there. It is there. And you know what? Out of all the players, like I'm really looking forward to seeing the progression of Jacoby Walter's game, especially after the offseason. Hit the weight room, get a bit more strength in you, get a bit stronger going to the basket, get a bit more strength in you shooting that three ball, using your body, using your elbows, using your shoulders, getting to the rim. He's a guy who I'm looking forward to see what he's going to do, especially come next season as well. What do we got here from Johnny as well? Can we put in Grady just to see how it goes at least? He matches up well against their wings. I'm wondering if BI is out, I'm wondering if Grady gets any minutes at all. It's a defense thing here. And I don't think they want to risk him defensively just coming in and just getting blown by every second. But I don't know. I mean, desperate times call for desperate measures. Like I say, you're going to be trying for anything at this point. And so to me, when you look at it, everything is on the table. Play a heavy defensive lineup and let Jacoby, Scotty go off. We can win 195. If you are going to win, it's probably going to be in a low scoring game. So I see where you're coming from when you say that. When you test out his offense, don't know what you're talking about there. You're talking about have Grady guard Merrill. I want to see a lot of these, not a lot of these, but these Raptors, Jacoby Walter, RJ Barrett, Scotty, like whenever you have these guys like Merrill on you, Harden, I was screaming at the TV to attack James Harden. Attack him. The guy can't defend. I'm not saying he's a terrible defender, but he's not a good defender either. Like he has a big upper body. He's strong. Don't get me wrong. He's strong. And like I mentioned, he's not terrible, but he's not a good defender. You can attack James Harden and get him to foul you. Their wings are slow as hell. They are just catch and shoot 3-pointers. They can't blow by no one. Listen, he's shifty. James Harden is shifty. Donovan Mitchell is shifty too. Like I mentioned, big, strong upper bodies. They can get to the rim, but they want to shoot that three ball. They're tricky. The defense that the Raptors were playing, it's almost like they were one guy was shadowing the middle as kind of like a double team on Harden and Mitchell at the top. And it was working actually quite well, the defense. But yeah, I hear you, SP. I mentioned that earlier when I just started as well, that game five felt like they just ran out of gas. Completely agree. I mean, you were good until literally the beginning of the fourth quarter. I believe you had a 3-point lead going into the fourth quarter, and then you just ran out of gas here. Yeah, our guys didn't get enough rest, and we ran them into the ground. And, unfortunately, at this point, that's kind of going to be the case. I mean, unless you're down BI, you're down quickly. I mean, unless you're going to bring one or two other guys off the bench, you're not really going to have a choice at this point. And so you're going to be throwing anything you can at Cleveland tomorrow. And if there happens to be a double-digit lead by Cleveland at any point, maybe you see somebody off the bench that you don't typically see. I don't know. I'm just thinking Darko, the way that he's looked and his willingness to try things, I think he's going to be willing to try anything. I mean, it's do or die. It's do or die. I still think we need to hold them below 100 points. We can't really match their firepower if they score over 120. Yeah, I mean, I agree. And I see you, SP, as well, saying you have to muck it up. I agree, man. You're going to have to make it a muddy game. you're going to have to take them into the mud and gravel and sand. Now, to say if it's going to be a winning strategy for them, though, that I don't know. But Nana saying making Harden and Mitchell work on D is what we need to do. Completely agree. You got to attack these guys. You got to attack them. And you know what? I think the Raptors. I think the Raptors are going to come out focused. I hope they can shoot well from 3-point range again, like they did in Game 5. But at the same time, you cannot have Harden, Mitchell, and Mobley go to town on you. That is a recipe for disaster. And what they did prior to that was they held 1 out of 3 of those guys. They held them out of the scoring column and did a good job slowing them down. But 19 points for Donovan Mitchell, 7 of 17 shooting, 23 points for James Harden, 7 of 13 shooting in 40 minutes. But the key to me here yesterday was Evan Mobley in 33 minutes. He had 23 points, 8 of 13 from the field, and 3 of 3 from 3-point range. 3 of 3 from 3-point range. I didn't see that coming. And I know he takes the 3, but I'm willing to gamble with Evan Mobley shooting from 3-point range. I mean, if he's going to beat you from out there, and I'm not saying don't close out on his shot or anything like that. I mean, getting a hand in his face, but you don't got to get so close up to him that he can go right by you if you're Jakob Poeltl. Or if you're Scotty Barnes or whoever. And I think they know that. But the way that he was shooting from 3-point range, I think they were willing to leave him out there because he was not looking good until Game 5 when he knocked down those 3 threes. I wasn't expecting that at all. This playoff so far is full of surprises. I think only 2 series so far are going as predicted. The OKC and Spurs series. Yep, I see that. Ash YI4TW says, yes, we had Game 5 and the fourth quarter took us out. Unfortunately, legit ran out of gas. That was the case. And so I'm wondering from a defensive standpoint, do you change anything up? Is it possible that maybe you run some zone? I don't know. Is there something that you can switch up and go back and forth with? I'm trying to think of something that Darko may do that we haven't seen at this point, which I'm not sure there actually is anything that we haven't seen from Darko. I mean, you're going to have to make shots. You're going to almost have to play a perfect game. You're going to have to almost play a perfect game to beat the Cavs in Game 6. No Quickly, maybe no BI, and if he does play, he's going to be hobbled. So is Scotty. You're going to have Barrett, Poeltl, Shed, Jacoby, Mamu. You're going to have to make shots. You're going to have to make shots big time. And Max Strus, you're going to have to keep an eye on him. Dennis Schroeder, 7 of 11 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3-point range. Wasn't expecting to see that as well. Dennis Schroeder with 3 made triples. I was not expecting to see that. Like maybe if he made 1, even 2. Was not expecting him to go 3 of 6 from 3-point range. And damn is he quick. It's a pick your poison kind of thing with him at times. Yes, you'll leave him out there and let him gamble from 3-point range and beat you from out there. But if he is hitting them, I mean, damn, it's tough. Because he's one of the quickest guys you're going to find. If you're up close on him, sucking onto him, He's going to go blow by you and go right to the basket. He's good at finishing at the rim. So you got to be careful with Dennis Schroeder off the bench, Sam Merrill, Jalen Tyson. If Brandon Ingram, even if Brandon Ingram didn't play well in game 5, right? And he didn't play many minutes. He only played 11 minutes before he got injured. But even if he didn't play well and he didn't get injured, I would still have more confidence going into game 6 knowing he'd be out there, because you're still saying, damn, he could be due for something special at some point. But him just not being out there, it doesn't make me more worrisome at this point. I'm just wondering, because we've never seen them in this type of situation, who would be the other player that steps up for you? That's all that I'm wondering from that point. Where was I? This is the lineup, Scotty. Wait, where's that? This is the lineup. Scotty, Jacoby, Battle, CMB, Jakob. Shoot and hit the glass, and Battle is your weakest defender. You're okay. It's not a bad idea. I think that we could see some different lineup changes from Darko, so it's a good thing you brought that up. It's a good point. Nana says, not a fan of zone on these guys. Those offensive, bro. I hear you on that one. Joshua Monroe says, they're not going to let Grady or Trace on the floor. It weird how they not going to get any run. It like they not good enough. Let me just plug my laptop in. No, I hear you. I hear you 100%. It's. I know we talked about Trace Jackson Davis and Grady Dick. I think we're done seeing them for the season. I think we're done. Now, like I mentioned, can you possibly get desperate and see something and Darko just pull something out of his ass? I have no idea. I don't know. But I think everything is going to be on the table for Darko, because I don't think he's afraid of trying something new when the time calls for it. I don't like Ingram at all, says Johnny. He's too cool for the playoffs, especially with the Raptors. We have to grit and grind because the refs don't like us ever. It's 8 versus 5. We can't be cool. I hear you. I hear you. But we're still better with him out there. And I know you're saying, but he's playing terrible. I get it. But if he's on, he gives you some firepower. I don't know if there's anybody who's going to be able to make up for it in a game 6. Jacoby possibly, because he was balling last game, and I do like that. But maybe you put in Battle and see if you can get a better shooting performance in game 6. We might have to wait until he breaks up with. No, come on. I mean, Johnny's just wilding right now. No, you need Glorilla there. He plays better when she's sitting there. Okay. Giovanni is in the building. G League players getting more run than Grady, and Grady getting DNP means he may be on the outs. Yikes. I mean, just yikes. I mean, we'll see. I mean, at this point, listen, let's get through game 6, and then we'll talk about who we believe is going to be on the in and the outs come next season. But I hear you. Definitely hear you. SP says, Jakob get to hang around the paint. Jacoby on the ball. Battle guard their worst guy. Scotty and CMB get to roam. This is defensive chaos. That might be the lineup that you see in game 6. We need that Ingram that was angry at LeBron trading him. Johnny says, laugh my ass off. Can I get this up there? We need that demon time. Oh boy. I hear you. Michael says, who think about Grady? Yeah, we're not seeing Grady again. I highly, highly doubt it. I don't remember the last time I've actually seen Grady Dick playing a game, to be completely honest with you. I don't. If somebody can remember the last time we've seen Grady Dick. Has Grady Dick played at any point in this series? I don't think so. I don't think he's played at all. And I don't remember when he's played before the playoffs started. He is just completely cemented to the bench. And at this point, I'm not sure there's anything you can do about that. If you can't play defense, he's just not going to get in the game. Johnny says, man, Mike, whatever happens, I'm so happy that we are in the playoffs, because if we lost in the play-ins, it would leave such a bitter taste in our mouth after this regular season. And yeah, Johnny, this is a really, really great thing for the Raptors, because it's like we mentioned before, right? This is the best way to evaluate your team. We learned a lot from just these past 5 games that we have seen with the Raptors in the playoffs, right? We've seen guys step up. We've seen a guy or two not step up. We've seen what Darko Rajakovic has done. We've seen guys who are playing with heart. We've seen guys like Scotty step up and take it to the next level. We wouldn't have known all of these things if they didn't get into the postseason. And so this is the great thing. Like, to me, I'm excited, yes, about us being in the playoffs, but I'm also very excited about the offseason. Which is strange, because typically I do always care about the offseason, right? Like, we're all looking at what we think Bobby Webster and the organization are going to do to make the team better, right? Every fan base cares about what their team does in the offseason. But for some reason, specifically this offseason, I'm really looking forward to seeing what type of changes they make and seeing what Bobby Webster does without Masai Ujiri next to him. You have a core group, right? Who do you count as your core? Who do you count as your core? Obviously, Scotty Barnes. I put RJ Barrett in there. Colin Murray Boyles, right? Brandon Ingram, some people see him as a core piece, some don't. I like Brandon Ingram personally. I want to see him get better. I like Ingram, Barnes, Barrett, Boyles, Jacoby, Jamal Shed. But I'm really curious to see what is going to happen with Quickly, Pirtle. Are you going to be getting some shooters? Michael says, Michael JP3QE, let BI sit. It makes no sense to get him more messed up, I guess you're trying to say. Giovanni says, the offseason will be uneventful. Other than an RJ trade for money reasons, you still can't give away picks on the team because free agents don't sign in Toronto. Bobby's going to have to make something happen. It's just that he's going to have to make something happen. I don't know what the hell he's going to do. I don't know what kind of trades he's going to try to pull off, but something is going to happen. And I'll try to get the inside scoop on what is going to happen before it actually does. What do you think? Who do you think they should draft in the first round? A guard or a center? Honestly, that I would have to look into, and we'll be going over that. We'll be doing shows on that. I'm going to have to take a deep dive on that one. The Raptors do need a center. They need a big, and I'm not just talking about some other guy who's 6'9". I want a 7-footer in there with some skills, who has the ability to play on both ends of the court. Johnny says, no, don't trade RJ, please. I want RJ to stay. I don't know what's going on with him money-wise. I do know there is going to be some type of issue when it comes to money, because RJ obviously is going to be looking for his bag. But we can cross that bridge when we get there. Can't move IQ or Pirtle unless you match 2 unprotected first rounds for a team to eat their contracts each and more picks if anything good coming back. Well, that's kind of the way it looks right now. But if there's a team or two out there that know they're going to be bad for the next few seasons, and they know they're going to be just playing a lot of young guys, you may want 1 or 2 of those contracts to just eat salary. Bobby needs Ash White I4GW. Bobby needs you in that room when decisions are being made. No, he definitely doesn't need me. He doesn't need me. He needs the right people to be making some damn moves, because we're all going to be watching. And he will be judged more than ever this season compared to any other season, especially without no blame being able to be put on Masai Ujiri at this point. Johnny says the only issue is that Masai had a reputation, so teams respected him, but Bobby doesn't have that. So it's much harder to make a good trade. I do think Bobby has a good reputation around the league. How respected he is, I definitely think he's respected for sure. But can he compare to what Masai Ujiri was and is? I don't know about that. And I guess we're going to find out at the same time, right? Because, at the same time, like Masai and Bobby, I'm sure we're not aligned on everything. So, and I'm pretty sure they wanted to do some things differently. So maybe you'll see a move from Bobby that you may not have seen when Masai was there. Or was here, right? So we'll see how that turns out. But overall, ladies and gentlemen, Game 6 is right ahead of us. Meet me back here for the post game. It's either going to be one of two things. We're going to be hyped talking about the Raptors pushing it to a Game 7, which we will then see on Sunday. Or we will talk about the Raptors and how their season went. It'll be one or the other. I don't have any predictions on what's going to happen. The only thing that I can say is that we're hoping that the Raptors don't come out like the Atlanta Hawks right now. I mean, just shameful. Absolutely shameful. You just don't come out like the Hawks, please. That's all that we're hoping for at this point. Listen, at Mike Roach 7 on IG, at Mike Roach 23 on X. Make sure you follow, like, subscribe, and share the Mike Roach Show. It is do or die for the Toronto Raptors in Game 6. Let me get to a few more comments before we get out of here. We need a center. Big time, 100%. Bobby is the one that paid IQ and Pirtle too much. Agreed with you. I've been saying this for years, man. That's what Johnny says. Go to Nana here. CMB needs to start full time. We're going to have to get a starting stretch 5 somehow. Start Scotty at PG. Well, Nana, a lot of things are going to have to change in the offseason. I'll tell you that much in more than one way. Vito 1851 says, you think they consider trading BI or just hope that he becomes a man? I mean, damn. Really? You have to go that. I mean, just kick a guy while he's down. Why don't you? I mean, geez. You know what? I'm not 100% sure yet, you know. It's a good question, though, and I want to come back to that. Thank you for asking that. It's a good question. Giovanni says, did you read the news? Rogers doesn't want to pay 10,000 of his employees across Canada. He won't be paying the tax for the Raptors team. You got that right. Yeah, 100% right there. Can't disagree with you on that one. I hate that Vision 6'9" crap. We need a 7-footer, damn it. That's what we need. We were getting bullied by Joel Embiid for years. Giovanni says, they tried to move Pirtle and IQ. Kings and Dallas said they want 2 unprotected picks to eat that bad contract from a Ports. Yikes. I mean, damn. Joe Kin Cruz. Okay, so I predict that if Scotty is healthy, we will win. Good. I like positivity. Good night, everyone. Later, Johnny. Defense from Michael JP3QE. Jokin Cruz says, and resign RJ for 24 mil for 3 years. Not sure what you're talking about there. If Shed asked for 10 to 13 million a year, are you signing him for that right now? Right now, you're not getting. What year is Shed going into? His 3rd season after this year? It's players are tough in that range right now. That 10 to 13 million. That range, that was like, and you see, for example, you look at a Chris Boucher. He was in that range when he was playing for the Raptors. Then he ends up signing, I think, for 3 mil when he went to Boston. That turned 10 to 13 million is a really tough range to be in. You're not finding a lot of guys in that range anymore. Also, giving more playing time to Colin Boyles may mean not signing Mamu if he wants too much. Yeah, I mean, the money. Everything is about the money now. You got to smart contracts. Smart contracts are the way to go. Yo, why are we giving up on BI already? I hate this about Raps fans. You don't want to give up on BI yet. He's still a part of your core. You don't want to give up on BI. BI is, he's struggling. Yes, he's struggling, but the man has game. He has game. He's going to get better. He's going to improve. He has size. He's going to improve his game. I don't know what's going to happen with BI, but to me, he's a part of your core group going forward. RJ's contract is ending, so we should extend his contract 18 to 24 more. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying there. Okay. Before I get out of here, Hawks are getting killed. Raps won't lay down like that. Hell no. I mean, this is embarrassing. I mean, what? 99 to 40? I don't even know what to say. I mean,
what's happening over here during whole season? I've been calling it back. It's a complete crap. This is completely BS. This is shame. Shame for the referees, shame for the league to allow this.
How do you do that? How do you do that? What the hell is going on?
I mean, are you kidding me? I mean, what are they saying during the timeouts right now if you're Atlanta? Just this is unbelievable. This is, oh man. I mean, is there any better way to put it? Joking Cruz. I mean, it just belt to ass. I mean, I mean, when it comes to ass, I mean, are you kidding me? Wow. Uh, I'm looking for just random stuff to play. I don't even know.
Mr.
I mean,
Jabba the Hutt, you fat, slovenly, no good, lazy.
Oh, come on.
bum of a
That's a
quarterback.
little-
I mean, this is wow.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
This whoa. I gotta end this. I gotta go to the television to see for myself what the heck is going on here. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Before I get out of here, do you have any requests to any sounds you want to hear? What do you want to hear? What do we got? You want to hear this again? What do we got? What else do I got for you? What else do I got for you? I got something good. What do you guys want? Let me see something else I haven't played for you guys yet. What about
eating the dogs? They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets.
that's one of my favorites. I mean, just wow. Wow. I got to go see this for myself, guys. Remember, post game, game 6, meet me back here. Let me read 2 more because, to be honest, Hawks aren't that good for real. Like, they're all right. Toronto would give them belt to ass without a doubt, but not like that. Giovanni, I think there was a long diarrhea sound on YouTube somewhere. I got to get that probably. I got to look that one up. They're eating the Hawks, says Michael JP3QE. Sad way to end the series. Tell me about it. That is absolutely sad. But appreciate you all for joining me. Game 6, Friday night. I'll meet you back here for the post game. We'll be talking about the Raptors forcing a game 7 or the end to the season. It is do or die. This is the Mike Roach Show. Have a good night.